I want to blow your mind real quick. This is a wig. Still a wig. Still a wig. Still a wig. If you've ever followed a celebrity on a red carpet and wondered how on earth they changed their hair color, their hair style, their entire hair structure in literally just a day, they didn't. They're actually wearing a wig, but the hair artist is so good that they are able to completely fake and install the wig and make it mimic an actual scalp. But today I'm going to actually show you how to do exactly that using 8 years worth of wig styling and application experience, so that if you want to wear your wig, you will not feel self-conscious once, you will not remember that you're wearing a wig once, and nobody can tell that you're wearing a wig. Let's get into it. Here it is, my most requested video. I run a brand where I create and sell human hair realistic wigs, and probably one of the main reasons people do not buy is not because of price, it's not because they do not have experience, it is not because of the maintenance. The number one reason why people do not buy wigs is because they do not want their wig to look like a wig and they do not know how to get that scalp effect. And yet every single time we see a celebrity on a red carpet or in a movie, we cannot tell that the hair that they are wearing that is 40 inches long and bright red is not their actual hair. Yes, part of it is down to the actual wig that they use, but a very big part is then how it is installed and applied to their own hairline to mimic actual scalp. But today I'm going to get down and tell you every single thing that you are going to do to make your wig look, feel, and behave exactly like hair that is going out of your scalp. This is obviously pretty straightforward, but I would always recommend, if you do have hair underneath, to start with it completely detangled, because we're going to start the laying process. I did wash my hair yesterday and let it completely air dry, so my hair is completely clean, and I'm going to start by applying oil. I'm going in with the Fable & Mane hair oil, and I'm going to be applying this all over my ends. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I'm going to be taking this time to allow my own hair underneath to heal, to nourish, and to hydrate in the next 5 days that this wig is going to be sitting on my head. One of the main reasons that wigs are known as protective styles is because your own hair is able to breathe and repair itself during the time that you are wearing wigs. We're also not subjecting it to the standard things that we would normally on a day-to-day basis, like heat styling it, sun damage, wear and tear, and even just sleeping on a cotton pillow. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to braid up our hair. If your hair is shorter than mine, simple hairspray is going to be plenty. The main thing I am doing now is making sure that my own hair is going to be virtually invisible underneath this wig. For this, I'm using the one and only Got to Be Glued. This is, you're gonna see this pretty standard. I think they do their branding so well, because the minute you see a yellow bottle, you know it's going to be Got to Be. We've already compressed a lot of our hair so that this entire area can be covered. What I've done now is I've literally just taken a horizontal section just till the center parting. This is where I'm going to start my braiding. I have so many people assuming that my hair feels like trash because of so much that I do to it. Between a really rigorous, like I have a really intense hair care routine, and then the fact that I mostly wear wigs, hair has left my hair feeling so damn soft. Wigs make your own hair feel so good, especially if you're like trying to grow it out. It's going to be such a good way to have your hair grow back. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's also not really going to all fit in because my hair is super short. I got this little tub of clear elastic bands that I got off of Amazon. I'm just going to tie off the ends. If you do not know how to French braid, or you find it very difficult, you could just start the braid from down here, or else if you literally do not want to braid, you can just tie it off into a ponytail. But because my hair is so damn short, I am going to take the liberty of braiding it up because I can. Here's where it's going to get interesting. I want to give credit where credit is always due. A lot of the tips in this tutorial I got from Black creators. The impact of Black stylists on the world of wigs cannot be overstated. Everything from installation to the lace melting to weaves and weft can mostly be credited to Black artists. Probably one of my favorite YouTuber that you can follow who also gives such killer advice is Miss Rosh Posh. She, aside from being absolutely gorgeous, has some of the best wig tutorials ever. So if you want to go like super in depth, she's amazing. But today I'm going to be showing you kind of like a compilation of everything that I've learned in 8 years since starting my wig journey. Best way to compress the hair is with a needle and thread. Today I'm using a curved needle such as this one. It's very common in extension and weft tutorials. It's just a curved needle that I got off of Amazon and then some black thread. And I'm going to be using this to just very gently sew these two ends together, compressing it without having too much in the back of my head. And if you're worried about stabbing yourself in the head, don't worry, I was too until I learned exactly how to maneuver this. So here's how to do it. I already got mine into a knot. Give me a sec, guys. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tie off our thread and then we're going to put our hands through it. And it's behind my back over here. I'm just going to pierce one end of the thread through my braid. This is just so I start an anchor. Then I'm going to pass this through the loop that I created just so that I've secured the thread into my hair. Now I'm just going to start securing the rest of my hair down. And to avoid stabbing myself, I'm immediately curving my needle. And I learned this particular trick from when I got in extensions, and Joseph, my most amazing extension specialist, was doing it so elegantly and never once stabbed me in my head. Now I've taken the second braid and I'm just literally squashing it, and I'm going to be repeating the same thing. All I'm doing is I'm literally wrapping the thread around it. So I'm not even really piercing the hair itself. I'm mainly just using it kind of like how butchers use like butcher's thread to keep the meat compressed. That's kind of what I'm doing here. This can also be a really good opportunity to kind of give yourself a bit of a facelift. So I'm literally just poking the needle through the part of the hair that was causing a bit of a bulge. Pull. Because hair is textured enough, there's actually no real need to tie it off, but I just like to do it. We're done. Don't worry, it's super easy to remove. All you have to do is just find one of the threads and either just pull on it, find the end of your braid, undo it, and then it's just all going to unravel, or just grab scissors, cut through a singular bit of thread, and it just all comes apart. Now it's time for the fun part, selecting the wig. Obviously fortunate enough to have an abundance of wigs in my studio because I make and create bespoke, beautiful human hair wigs. I specialize primarily in vivid hair colors, but recently I've been expanding to include more natural tones, and you guys have been buying them up and selling them out consistently now. Oh my god! So today I'm going to be wearing one of the wigs that has consistently sold out. Stunningly dark, beautiful, long and curly, and it has that curl pattern that Charlie XCX has. This is my Stella by Cini wig. It is a naturally wavy human hair wig that is formulated and finished with my most beautiful foundation HD lace, which means this lace is completely invisible. This is a really good wig if you are a beginner and if you want to experiment with hair but you don't really want to fuss too much about styling, and you also don't really want that stress of it looking like a wig. I didn't do anything to this wig in terms of style. This is how I got it straight out of the box. Another thing that you have inside the box is a little bit of a wig pouch, some instructions on the back of the box, but one final thing that you have in the box is some standard wig caps. They are reusable, but today I'm going to show you how I turned this reusable wig cap into a one-use only product. I'm going to show you why. It is a wig hack, once again, that I learned from some really amazing wig artists that is going to transfer my head into a bald cap with a wig cap. And the goal here is to shove all of our hair into it. Push all the hair back. Bring this here. All the hair back. I promise you this is all going to have work. But now we're going to be taking the tiny little baby scissors and we're going to be making a really small, safe, baby little hole. I've seen some creators on TikTok who are doing it. I swear to God, they're doing it just for the rage bait, but they're going at it like this, and I'm like, stop. it, we're gonna stretch it over our ear. Don't worry, this thing runs the same thing like tights do. Guys, don't do this when you have really long earrings. I promise you, you're doing it right if you look stupid. It's time to grab our hairspray again. Making sure that this is overlapping onto the skin, and this is why a good hairspray is going to be valuable over here, because we want something that is strong enough to withstand oils, perspiration. Time for a blow dryer. Make sure your hair dryer is on cold. I promise you, this is going to be such a worthy transformation. Two main reasons why we are going through all of this fuss and not just wearing the wig cap like how it was intended. The first main reason is that this band gives you a headache. If you wear this band for more than a couple hours, you're going to see that it's causing a little bit of a pressure spot, and it's causing a sore spot right along your hairline or wherever it's sitting on your head. The second is that obviously we can see that when it is bent over and an elastic is put into this part, causes obviously a discrepancy in color between the rest of the wig cap and this elastic band. It becomes visible from underneath the wig. That's why sometimes you're able to see it, like when I saw it in the movie Jackie. You can see where the wig cap starts versus where the actors still have their hair. I've just taken those two strips that we've literally just cut off, and I've tied them underneath, and I want to tie them again. And this is going to act like a little bit of extra protection. But now you can see, like, this whole thing, we're getting there. Foundation. The idea of wearing a wig, and especially going through all of this, is that at some point it becomes an art. It becomes an art of how well we can manipulate and mask the fact that we have an actual head of hair underneath. And right now, one of the things that you can obviously see is that there's still like a darkness adjustment between my scalp and where my hair is, especially because of all this hairspray that we've applied. So, foundation brush, and we're just going to kind of stipple it on top. Yes, it does seep through to your hair, so if your hair is currently blonde or like super white, just be aware of the fact that it might seep up some color. Do you see the difference? We can finally start moving on to glows. This video is particularly special because I've been putting off making this video for one particular reason. I wanted you to have the best products to achieve the looks that I'm about to achieve.
So I just did 2 days of intense skiing, and I did it all with my wig, but more importantly, I did it to test out the durability of my glue that I used for this wig. This thing stayed on through red runs, so much wind, and it still looks freaking cute. So I'm so excited to launch this and share it with you guys, because if you're looking for something durable, this one.
Every single product is going to be linked in the description box. The two products that I really wanted to be able to link is my own glues. I've been working on this for over a year. I've been sampling up and testing up and guinea pigging my way. Every single time you've seen me wear a wig, either on this channel or my Instagram or my brand, it's been secured with this glue right here.
So one of the factors that I desperately wanted to perfect when I came out with a wig glue is not only make it super skin safe, non-hypoallergenic, non-irritant, like super gentle, but extremely durable. Like, I do a lot of stuff in my wigs. In fact, I often wear wigs when I travel because I really want to keep it super easy. Like, I did my hair once 3 days ago and I haven't really touched it since. So I'm like, I really need to create something that is going to be wear-proof, sweat-proof, sport-proof for days on end. I really think I nailed it with this one. The ingredient list is super basic. It's water and copolymers, right? Super simple ingredient list. But I was like, I really want to make something effective that's going to bring a lot of confidence to the people who end up wearing their wigs. It does dry completely clear, so there's like no residue anywhere. It's not white or anything of the sort. This obviously is my canvas blonde wig that has the tiny little baby hairs that does kind of mask it super well. But there's like no lift. So I've pulled up my hair completely because it was super windy today. I wanted it out my face. This is it. This is literally it. So if you're new to wigs, if you've been wanting something that is going to hide the fact that you've got a wig but still make you feel super confident, like obviously not a natural blonde, but I really want it to be for this skiing weekend, Cannot recommend this enough.
Velvet Bind by Stellari by Stella Cini. A stronghold wig adhesive designed specifically for my workout babies, my sweaty babies, my oily haired babies, my babies who like to get kinky in the bedroom, my babies who shower every single day and get super steamy in the shower but do not want their hairs to move, my babies who want to sleep in their wigs, my babies who do not like fragrance, who likes clean beauty, who likes the things vegan, cruelty-free, made with EU regulations and FDA registered. This wig glue is for you. I called it Velvet Bind because it literally binds like this, but it feels super soft. It does not get crunchy, it does not get flaky, and it dries completely clear, so you don't have to worry about it. So this first layer of glue, I'm literally just going to do just to flatten this edge right here. Little will go a long way, trust me. Now I'm going to be taking the back end of my comb, right? Just a simple rat tail comb. I'm just going to press down. This just literally flattened it completely onto our scalp. Be going in with silk release a tiny bit onto a napkin. Now it's time to actually move in to applying the wig. I like to keep mine super tight because I have a very little amount of hair and I also have a tiny head, like super tight down here, but you can adjust this however is best for you. I've seen some weird ways that people apply their wigs. This is the only way. This is the right way. Now this glue is sticky. Sticky, okay? So what I'm trying to say with this is be very intentional with your movements. One of the ways that I always screw up is I get the hairs stuck in it prematurely, right? So I'm going to start by folding my wig over. We're going to go for round 2 or application 2 of our wig glue. So good. Apply the glue on same points as I applied before. Tiny amounts, I'm really not overloading it, but you can see that it builds super well. But this wig, I want it to come further because I want to get a fuller hairline. So I'm just bringing it a bit down and I'm dotting it. And this nozzle applicator over here makes it super convenient. I'm actually just going to blend it with the nozzle itself. I feel that areas over here around my ears, it's touching my actual hair. Don't worry, with this remover you can remove it from anything. So it needs to get completely clear, exactly the same like lash glue, because otherwise it's not going to be tacky and it's just going to get clumpy and messy. Line up your hairline to match the wig's hairline, and then we're just going to gently start pressing down. The reason why I'm making an emphasis on gentle is because we do not want to cause any rippling. Because we left it get tacky and completely clear, when it comes to us then applying the wig, it is completely glued down. Every single Stellari wig you're going to see comes with excess lace, or what feels like excess. And you can see it kind of here where the hair starts, a few millimeters behind the actual lace. And the reason I do that is so that when it comes to you pressing the lace onto the glue doesn't get on any of the hairs. It's only getting on the lace. My wig's applied. Oh my god. Now I could technically stop here, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I want my wig to last. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to trim this gently. If you see that the lace is a tiny bit excess, like for you in particular, you could 100% cut off a tiny bit. if it's overlapping too much. And then one thing I like to do is I like to kind of pull on the ends just to get a bit of fraying. This softens up this particular hairline. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our glue again and we're going to put it on the back of our hand right here. And then I'm going to once again take the back of my now cleaned rat tail comb, dip it the tiniest bit. I'm going to start applying it in areas where I see that there's still a tiny bit of lifting, or maybe the glue didn't make complete contact with the lace. Back of our comb, flatten it down. Final one, promise. So the final thing that I like to do is I like to seal it with a tiny bit of hairspray. You can either go directly onto the lace or else apply it on your finger and consider it a lace melting hack. There are a number of different wig bands that you can buy, but today I'm literally just using the silk robe belt. And I'm just applying it firmly on my hairline. I go over the ear. So I love this wig as is. I'm contemplating either just leaving it kind of like this or pulling it up into a bit of a half pony. Do you see? Do you see the scalp? Oh, if someone tells me this parting isn't straight, I'm gonna swear. Doing a parting on a wig can be so tedious because the wig moves. Just a tiny bit of water, just because we're remolding. That's what I'm gonna use as a word. Our parting. The good thing, and the one thing that I emphasized when I created these wigs, is that I wanted to be able to part it anywhere on the hairline. So right now you could see we can part it there. We can part it there. Like we can keep going. We can braid it up if we really want to. So you are not limited whatsoever. But now I literally just want to flatten this down. This, along with Got To Be, along with Velvet Bind, and along with Silk Release, is another wig product that you should buy. But if you have these 4 things, you are literally set up for success. But this is super good if you just want a very light coating, especially on your parting, as this keeps the flyaways down, but it doesn't get crunchy. Here is what the wig looks like, straight out the box, glued on. She is gorgeous, she is lovely. I think I'm gonna keep her down for the time being just because I'm liking how it's looking. My own hair is nowhere this long, this curly, or this voluminous, so I love that. This is the look, you guys, but now we gotta see what it actually looks like throughout the week and make sure that it can actually last and figure out how to use Silk Release. Hi guys, good morning. It is the next day and I'm gonna share with you a wig update whilst I do my makeup. So obviously one of the main reasons that I love wigs, and then one of the main reasons that I love this wig glue so much, is that I glued on the wig on a Friday and the entire weekend I don't have to do anything with my hair. Genuinely I don't. I am meeting a friend. We're gonna catch up and do a quick little makeup look just so we also pair the wig slaying with a bit of face slaying. I forgot just how good this Revolution XX concealer was. It is high coverage and it's super brightening. Eyebrows are a must if you are darkening your hair color considerably from what you had before, especially if you're paler complexion like me. We don't have to overdo it. We just want to build some contrast back into our features. Full liner yesterday, so we're going to keep it a tiny bit. Is that too minimal? That's my Saturday night makeup look. And I think that it's enough just to add a bit of compliment to the hair. But we've not overdone it. But it's nice. It's sweet. Anyways, I'm going to go out for a coffee. I'm going to see how this wig holds up. I also kind of want to see what it looks like in broad daylight. As you can see, it is holding up pretty well for day 2. Let's see how it holds up tomorrow. Holding up. It's day 3 of wearing this wig. Today I have a video I need to film for a brand showcasing their really cute scrunchies. They're just really, really amazing brand. I need to see what hairstyle to create with them. So I'm definitely going to put this wig to wear. But I just wanted to show you day 3. Like, I've slept in it now twice. It does not budge. I do not put anything on it. There's nothing like, it's fine. Yo! A lot of people think that you cannot use a hairbrush on a curly style, and I'm like, no, you just cannot do it all the way down. But I do like to use my brush just to smooth literally over here. And I think the scrunchie with this particular texture of hair and then the hairline, hot. I say so. I think it's hot. This is going to be my hairstyle for day 3. As you can see, the lace is still holding up. Like, everything is still completely secure, which is why obviously I'm able to then pull it up completely. I ended up sleeping with my hair still up, and this is the one thing that I love about wigs so much, is that for the most part they retain their style. Like, it looks a bit frizzy, but it's still like completely workable. However, I know we're all curious about one thing and one thing only. The lace. This thing is still holding up despite it being day 4 of me wearing this wig, sleeping in this wig. Yes, I showered with the wig. Obviously don't shower the hair itself, but I just pin it up. It survives the steam. It survives any sort of a cleansing moment. The best part is, however, that it's still intact enough that when it's pulled up, it's not lifting. Like, there's no lifting anywhere on the edges of the lace itself, which is probably one of the things that I love so much about velvet bind. However, I do also want to demonstrate just how easy it is to remove a wig, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. Silk release. I have gone ahead and added on this spray nozzle attachment. Very, very gentle. It's literally just one ingredient. Now we apply generously and see the magic happen. We wait 30 seconds before we lift. That was it. That's literally how easy it is. I always like to go ahead and wash my wigs right after I've worn them, so I'm going to go ahead and undo this. Sometimes there's residual glue on the inside of the lace, so I'm going to go ahead and just top it up with a bit more. It's also good for even synthetic wigs, so if you don't have human hair wig but you have synthetic, this is going to be super good even for that. There is usually excess glue on the skin, so normally I take a paper towel and I literally just start wiping it away. Removing a wig always feels so holistic, just because it feels like a brand new day. And that's it. I'm now going to go ahead and wash my hair and my scalp super well with 2 shampoos. I'm going to go ahead and do the same to this wig, except I'm going to do it way gentler. I am going to brush this bad boy out, but that was my routine of what it's like to put on a wig wear it for 4 days straight, and then take it off super easily. So this is it, you guys. An hour and 20 minutes of prep, yes, and that did not include a hairstyling time, but this is the end result, and I think the results speak for themselves. Wigs can be challenging, 100%. Probably tried on a wig before in your life and been unimpressed by the results, and especially the hairline looking particularly like a wig. This tutorial, however, you can get that extremely realistic hair look using nothing but your favorite wig and 4 incredible wig products. If you want to follow this video down to the T, every single product that I use is going to be linked down description box below, including this amazing wig. It's 20 inches long when curly. This video is also in honor of these 2 products of mine finally launching, Velvet Bind and Silk Release, the 2 best combination duo that if you as a wig wearer want to level up your hair game with, these are the 2 that you want to buy. These are available on Stellari Hair from March 25th, retailing for €24 and €26 respectively, or €50 complete for the bundle. I do ship internationally, globally, and with 2 different shipping options, so if you want to get your hands on these and you really want to see a difference in your wig and feel that intense confidence and not feel that scrutiny and that insecurity of your wig potentially looking like a wig, these 2 products are going to level up your game. They work beautifully together and are the solution for every single one of my wig transformations and every single one of yours in the future. So get your hands on them now and tag me below once you start seeing these incredible results. I can't stop looking at the mirror. Oh my god!